Hola, and welcome once again to the Schaefer two-car garage and small engine shop. Today, I'm going to go over the work that I've done on this 54-inch Gravely ZT54 zero-turn mower. It's a beast. The owner brought it to me, said he wanted the deck completely rebuilt, new spindles, new blades, new belt, wanted the engine serviced, and I've done it all with some work, and we're going to take a look at it, and I'll show you what the problem was. When he brought it over and engaged the deck, it sounded like the Rambling Wreck from Georgia Tech. I mean, it was rattling and making horrible noises. And I'll show you what the problem was. She's back running now and running strong. Before we divulge into the world of lawnmowers, this is Sunday, and it's a very special day. Yesterday, my LSU baseball Tigers won one of the most exciting and controversial baseball games that I have ever watched. They got screwed by the umpires in the top of the 10th inning on a controversial call at home plate. They got screwed out of winning the ball game, and they gave a run to South Carolina. But the Tigers, after 20 or 25 minute delay and screaming and hollering, the coach getting kicked out, the Tigers came back. One guy, Hayden, he got awarded first base on a balk. And the little 5'8" Stephen Monster Milan came up and poked a 2-run home run, and the Tigers won the game. And today they're playing Tennessee, I think, for the SEC Conference Championship, the Conference Tournament Championship. And they have come a long ways, and I'm very proud of them and very happy for them. Now, let's talk about lawnmowers. These are the fluids that I use on most of the lawnmowers that I fool with. I use these SuperTech oils from Walmart because I know who makes them. And this is made by Warren Distribution. Highline Warren now. They're not in the junk business. And this is a brand new, full synthetic 1540. I had not seen this in Walmart before. And I found an elemental analysis on the internet, and this stuff is loaded with anti-wear additives. Most Kawasaki's like to run 1040, but here in the deep south, 1540 is just really a better, more affordable, more available alternative. And these diesel 1540s like this, they are loaded with anti-wear additives, zinc, phosphorus, boron. So this is my go-to engine oil for anything that calls for 1040 or 1540. This Mobile One 1550, this is what I use in hydrostatic transmissions, zero-turn transmissions. Most of them call for 2050, but in our part of the country, you can get 2050, but this is a special full synthetic 1550. Got a little bit better low temperature characteristics. and it's available at Walmart. This is my choice for transmissions. Now, let me bring you in a little closer, and we'll talk about the problems that were with this Gravely outside. These are typical spindles from riding lawnmowers. This here is off of a Cub Cadet, and I like the Cub Cadet designs. They use a star-shaped spindle rod to attach the blades, and the pulleys are attached. This is a pulley, and it's got a spacer underneath here, and then you put this big nut on with an impact driver, and it's not going anywhere. So I like them. They're greasable. The spindle itself is tapped, so you can use a conventional boat like this. Some of them use self-tapping sheet metal screws to put them on, and this is the pulley. Came off of one of the other ones, and you can see it's round, and it's secured by this big flange nuts that go on the top here. Now let me move that, and we'll look at the Gravely design, which I do not like at all. The Gravely unit is secured from the bottom. It uses carriage bolts. Carriage bolts fit through a square hole on the deck, and when you're trying to hold this spindle and get the carriage bolts to drop through here, it can be a little bit of a challenge, to say the least, because the carriage bolts are not secured. So what you have to try to do is get one of them partially started, and that'll support the spindle, and then you try to get the rest of them done. And once they're all secured, then the spindle is on there to stay. It's not going to rotate because of the carriage bolts and square holes through the deck and through the spindle are going to stop it. This spindle is 13 years old, but it still feels pretty good. Got a dust cap on it, and this is part of the problem right here. The pulleys on these Gravely's are attached with a key, and the keyway is here, and the key itself is welded, is attached to this ring, and it is welded into the pulley itself. Now, here's the issue. This is the one that sounded like the Rambling Wreck from Georgia Tech. Why? Well, look at there. The weld is completely gone. There's no way this pulley was being driven because it's not secured. All it was doing is rattling, sounding like it was fixing to explode. Now here is another of the spindles, and I doubt you can see this, but this weld is cracking all the way around it. This pulley is in bad shape. The third pulley was fine. The weld on it is still solid. So that was the issue, And the new spindles and pulleys that I put on are a little bit different design. Instead of having the key built into the center ring, it had a separate little short keyway. Now, whether that's an improvement or not, I don't know, but that's the way it is now. And I much prefer this type of arrangement versus this one here. So anyway, that's what I've done to it. Changed the oil, brand new belt, new spark plugs, new air filter, new oil filter. Checked out the hydraulic oil. It looked fine. Greased the wheels, sharpened the blades, installed new blades, sharpened the old blades, and this Gravely is ready to go back to its owner. Hope this video helps someone. Thanks for watching.